What's up, YouTube family? This is Jeff for Little Bit Everything Home Services, coming to you with another video. So today, I figured I'd have you tag along with me. I'm on my way to go change out a coil. So the great thing about this one is a little bit better, even though it's in the attic. This particular coil is not in a pull down attic. They have a bonus room upstairs. You go upstairs to the bonus room, even though the bonus room is on the third floor. But at third level. So go up there, and the unit, the indoor air handler, well, the air handler is in the, like a closet there. So when you walk into that room, so that's a little bit better than having to pull down and having to carry everything and pull torches up the ladder and all that good stuff. So I figured I'd say, hey, you know what? Every moment that I can throughout the video, I'll shoot something to show you the process and just have you kind of tag along today. All right, family. Be right back. Okay, family. So I am back, and I am at the customer's house where it's a Linux unit. Back here, as you can see here, it's a Linux unit, and I'm going to be pumping this unit down and changing out the coil. The reason I'm changing out the indoor coil is because there's a leak on the coil. Now, I did use some stop leak on the unit, and it lasted all throughout the summer, and it's still holding. But you know, they want it permanently changed out. Leak stop normally lasts about a year. Typically, it could last longer. I don't know. That's what the manufacturer says. You know, so they haven't had any problems with it, but they do want to fix. So I'm going to go ahead and hook my gauges up to it and pump the unit down. And then I'm going to go up to the attic and start the process of taking out the coil. I'll be back. Okay, family. So right now I have my gauges, my testo gauge here connected to the high side and the low side. I remove the top for the valves, and I turned the unit on in cool mode so I can pump this unit down. I'm going to close off the valves on the high side. I'm just letting the unit run for a minute, for about 2 minutes. So I'm going to close that off so we can start pumping it down and pulling the refrigerant from the evaporator upstairs in the attic. So we can pull it all down here to the condensing coil so I can save that refrigerant and not have to replace the refrigerant, because it's not contaminated, you know, so I don't want them to have to buy additional refrigerant if they don't have to. So I'm going to finish pumping this down, close those valves, allow that refrigerant to flow down, closing the high side. Then when it drops to zero, close the low side, do the same thing, and then shut the unit off. I'll pull that disconnect. I could have jumped it off, but this is much more simpler to me. And one more thing, family. I know the unit's only been running about a minute, but if you look at the pressures right here, yes, it is wintertime, but that low side pressure is around 95, 96. You know, it's slightly climbing. So I think that leak is really small, because a little refrigerant probably has leaked out. Okay, family, so I've pumped the unit down, and once I pump the unit down, close off those valves, I'll open it up, the high and the low side, and left it open. And the reason I did that is because I'm headed to the attic, and I'm gonna sweat open, either sweat open or cut open and swedge. It just depends. I'm gonna go up there and see my setup so I can take out that evaporator, and I want to open up a side to keep it open. I still have to pull a vacuum, but to keep it open, so when I put torches to it, it'll go ahead and I won't have a problem. You know, I need somewhere for that to be able to escape. So there's no pressure in there, but I don't want anything building up, so I still have that flow. You don't want to cause any soot or anything in the lines from when you want to. I really need the flow. Actually, need to hook up some oxygen. Oh my goodness, my mind is somewhere, some nitrogen, and let it flow. But it's so far up, I'm not really concerned. I got to get up in the attic and see what I'm working with first. So I'll be back. Okay, family, so this is the space I'll be working out today. So I'm about to get started. I'm going to take the cover off right here where the evaporator's coming in. Take the cover off, sweat off the line sets here, take the drain out the way, and remove the coil and put the new one in. Okay, family, so what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to cut the condensate line right here. Cut it here. I'll put a coupling back on there, but I cut it there so I can remove the drain. And then I'm going to sweat off the high side liquid line, sweat off the liquid line, and I'm going to sweat off the suction line as well. And then I'll remove this, take this evaporator out and put the new one in. Okay, family, so I repaired I changed out that coil and put in the new coil. Now I'm about to pump up the unit with nitrogen to leak check it. Okay, family, as you can see, I have removed the old coil. And you can see, it has rust all through there. I'm sure it looks worse on the inside. But, I mean, look down here. So, I mean, of course, I can see why it's leaking, but overall, you're gonna get rust on on a coil. But it's leaking and need to be replaced. So this is the new coil. Now that one was copper, and this is aluminum. So there are two different. They replaced it. They had problems with. Remember, Linux had a recall on some of these a while back, a lawsuit or something. So. So now they come out, they replace all of them with aluminum instead of copper. But, I've done that. Now I'm going to put the cover back on here. The unit's currently under a nitrogen hold. And I'm going to test that. I already tested the joints that I brazed and hit it with soap bubbles. So that's all good. I'm going to put the cover back on and wrap this thing up. Check the pressure test again. Make sure there's no additional leaks anywhere else. And then pull a vacuum on it. And open the system back up. All right, family, I want to thank you for taking time out to check out the video. Talk to you soon. Have a blessed day. Okay, family, so I decided to come back before I let the nitrogen out of the system to show you the difference. So with the digital gauge, as you can see now, this unit definitely does not have a leak on the evaporator side. Because, I mean, it's not uncommon for the pressure to rise a little bit, depending on the temperature. But as you can see, I mean, that's great. So I'm going to let this nitrogen out and pull this vacuum and open this system back up. Again, thank you for taking time to check out the video. Talk to you soon. Have a blessed day.